In this video, we're going to look at simultaneous equations. If you did not subscribe to this channel yet, please do so that you can watch all the videos that I'll be uploading. I upload videos every day on this channel, so press the notification button so that you are notified every time I upload new videos. Now, looking at this problem that we have, now simultaneous equations, normally we arrive to these equations when we have two equations and two variables, and then we need to solve the two equations to get the values of the two variables. Now, the way it works, once you have these two equations, first what you need to do, you have to make sure that if the first equation, the first variable is x, you should also make sure that the second equation, the first variable, should be x. If we had y here, then we're going to change the y to come this side and the x to come this side, so that on one side we have the same variable, the other side we should also have the same variable. Now in this case everything is fine, so we don't need to rearrange the equations. All that we need to do, we start with the first equation. We say this is our equation number 1, and this is our equation number 2. Now what we need to do, since we have two equations, it becomes difficult for us to solve either for x or for y. We need to have one equation so that we can get the value of one variable, and then we use that value to get the value of the other variable. Now, how do we do that? We do that by multiplying the first equation. The first equation we multiply by the coefficient of the first variable, or you could also multiply by this coefficient here. It is still fine, but in this video we are going to work on the coefficient of the first variable, which is 1 here. So we multiply that by 1. We multiply throughout by 1, so it's better if we can put brackets like that. And then we say 1 times 3x, we get 3x. And then 1 times positive 5y, we get 5y equal to 1 times 0, still get 0. This is our equation number 3. While the second equation, we multiply throughout by the coefficient of x, which is 3. And then we should put brackets here so that we know we are multiplying throughout. 3 times x, we have 3x. 3 times negative 2y, we get negative 6y. And then equal 3 times positive 11, we get positive 33. And that becomes our equation number 4. Now, once we get these two equations, what you can see here is that we have positive 3x. We also have positive 3x in the second equation. Now, what we need to do, we have to get rid of one of these two variables. In this case, it's easy to get rid of x. The reason for that is because they have the same coefficients. Now, how do we get rid of this? By subtracting. That's why this method is called elimination method. We want to eliminate the term with an x. So 3x minus 3x is 0. Positive 5y minus negative 6y, we get positive 11y. And then equal 0 minus positive 33, we get negative 33. Now what we can see here is that now we only have one equation with one variable. Therefore, it's now easy for us to solve for y by dividing both sides by positive 11. So that this positive 11 can cancel out, and then we only have y equal to negative 33. We divide by positive 11, we get negative 3. Now, after we have the value of y, what we now need to do, we now have to substitute. We have to substitute y equals to 3. Now here you can choose. You can either work with equation number 1 or equation number 2. In this video, we are going to choose equation number 1. We rewrite equation number 1, 3x plus 5y equal to 0. I'm rewriting equation 1. And then in the place of y, I'll put in negative 3. Now here I'll write 3x plus 5. In the place of y, I have to put in negative 3. Now this side I still have 3x. Positive 5 times negative 3, we get negative 15 equal to 0. What we can now do here, we have to move this negative 15 to go to the other side. Then this side will be left with 3x, while this side we have positive 15. This side is negative. When it comes this side, it becomes positive. Now we have to divide both sides by 3 so that we can find the value of x. Now this side we only have x, while this side we divide 15 by 3. We should get positive 5. Therefore, we can now write that our x is equal to positive 5, while our y is equal to negative 3. Let's quickly check our answers to see if they are the correct answers. To check if these answers are correct, we have to substitute both the y value and the x value in any of the two equations. Let me work with the first equation. We have 3x positive 5y equals to 0. I have 3 here, and then plus 5, open brackets, equal to 0. In the place of x and y, let me put in these values here. In the place of x, I'll put in positive 5. In the place of y, I'll put in negative 3. Let me see if I'll get 0. 3 times 5 is positive 15. Plus positive 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Positive and negative becomes negative. Then we have 15 minus 15 is indeed equal to 0. That is fine. That is equation number 1. Let's also check with equation number 2. We have x minus 2y equal to 11. In the place of x, let's put in positive 5. And then minus 2. In the place of y, let's put in negative 3. Let's see if we are getting 11. We have 5 here minus this negative, and that negative becomes positive. 2 times 3 equals to 6. 5 plus 6 is indeed positive 11. That is also fine. That means that our two answers are correct. You don't need to do this in exam, but only if you want to check if your answers are correct. That is how you solve simultaneous equations using the method called elimination method.